Hi, Kelly here at Cochrane Toyota. We're located at 8 River Heights Drive, Cochrane, Alberta. And today I've got a 2019 Highlander to Limited to show you. So the Limited Highlander is your top end spec. So this is going to be every button, gizmo, and gadget that these things come with. This is a 7-seater, 3.5 liter V6, and it comes in celestial silver. Celestial silver, tough one to say. But if you look at this color, it is really, really nice. This is my favorite color Toyota makes. It's got a really nice pearl to it. Not quite pearl, but a flake more like. And then chrome accents all the way through. Super nice vehicle. And these things have done well for lots of years. They've kind of been the top of the charts when it comes to SUVs. Right up there with RX 350. These do share a lot of components that the RX 350 Lexus has as well. So the frame, the engine, drivetrain, the whole works is pretty much crossed over. The RX 350 is just going to be a pointed, a little nicer. So again, really nice options. Lots of cool stuff in this guy. I'll start off at the front end. The new ones have the LED strips. You can see along the bottom there, that whole piece lightens up for the LED daytime running lights. Fog lights, that new front chrome grille. You're going to have the adaptive radar cruise control up front. That's a nice little function I'll show you on the inside that allows you to tuck in behind traffic and adjust how far you want them to sit. This one does have the bird's eye camera as well, so you can see the camera up front. And then this will have your lane departure and anti-collision camera up front. It's also looking for your automatic headlights, so that will switch your headlights as well. So lots of cool functions on that. Between the two of them, it's going to be a super safe car. So it's looking for people, the camera up top, and looking for cars at the bottom to try and keep you from smashing into people. Real safe car, super comfortable to drive, and if you've driven one of these Highlanders, they are super quiet. The Limited does come with full panoramic roof as well. We'll jump into the back here and show you some of the features. This does have smart keys, so everything's going to be pretty much push button. One of the features I like about the Limited is you got this guy right here. I can just press that button and open up the whole window. Just get in really nice and easy, rather than having to use the full button right here. So I press this, open it up, wait for it. So you do get two sets of floor mats. So we've got the floor mat sitting in here ready to go. So you get rubber floor mats and summer floor mats. And then this is a 7-seater, so these seats do fold right up. You do have tie downs all the way through. And then they're inside of this guy, if I can push these forward, you do have your tonneau cover right there. It does tuck away, which is really nice to have it a storage space for it rather than just in your garage somewhere. Your jack, your spare tires underneath there as well. Your tonneau cover will fit right in there and cover this whole piece up for you if you have nobody in the back seats. Nice option here for groceries, or if you're going to attach the cargo net, it sits right here in the back. It's a nice option as well. A lot of things that Toyota does nice. I like right here. I press that, put this guy in there, and it'll keep these seat belts from rattling around while you're driving. Super nice. And then of course I got the button right here to shut this. We'll jump into the passenger seats, the driver's seat, or rear seats. Open this guy up. And again, one of the nice options here is you have your blinders, so you can pop these things right in there and keep your back occupants from having to stare into the sun. Nice feature. Automatic rear windows, so you can just press that button once and it goes. And then I got a nice wood grain in there, and the two-tone soft touch upholstery in here as well. So jump into this guy and you've got the premium seats back here as well. Cup holders in the center. And if I jump in here, you can see these seats are heated. So you do have heated seats for both the rear and your own climate control settings. Down there I have my USB ports. I have two USB ports down there and a 12 volt. Let me see if I can get that. There you go. And a place to kind of store some things. So super nice, and then really easy to get these things down. I just press this once, pop that again, make sure this is out there, and I've got a lot of nice storage in there for you now. So these Highlanders are large. When you set the whole thing down, you can fit a lot back there. You'll notice this does have child seat anchors as well, so you can fit two child seats with the triple anchor system in the back here, which is a nice option. And then there's one in the back, so if I lift this guy up as well, there's an anchor right there, and you can fit a third car seat with a triple anchor system. So with the automatic doors, I can just hit this button, lock her up, and it's actually just a sensor, it's not a button, and then reach behind for the sensors in the back to unlock it, keep my keys in my pocket. Inside here, you're gonna have, again, that really nice upholstery. So that two-tone wood. I don't know if you can quite see that. See if I can get that in there. It is. Really nice setup. You're gonna have automatic windows all the way through, so just press the button once and it comes down. Power locks, power mirrors, and of course your lockout button to keep the jerks in the back from messing with your windows. You are going to have your memory seats in this guy as well, so you just hit the button once, whatever you decide, and it will do your seats, your steering wheel, your mirrors, and your stereo. This does have the new Green Edge JBL upgraded stereo, so these speakers are much lighter. They use a lot less energy, so they're, again, help with fuel economy slightly, but again, really it's going to be more of a green piece. Really nice stereo system in this guy. You do have a large cup holder here. I don't know if you're going to fit an Nalgene in there, but definitely some water bottles and stuff. In the seat, you have lots of ways to make sure this thing is comfortable. You do have power seats in the passenger as well. You have your lumbar, your back, your butt, and then of course this piece. I really like this because it stretches out, especially if you have a little longer legs. You can stretch this out or shrink it up to make sure you fit comfortably in there. So you get your parking button. That's your rear parking, so the sonar sensors in the back, you can turn them off. Heated steering wheel, heated windshield wipers. Don't get locked up. In here, you're going to have your back tailgate. This is a button you can press to see in your dash. I'll show you what this looks like on the main screen. It gives you a full wraparound view of the car. Super nice option. This is your automatic start and stop. So when you stop at an intersection, it will standardly, right from factory, shut the engine off while you're sitting there. If you want to stop that, it's super cold out and you don't want your engine to shut off, you can press that button and turn it off. Also with the automatic headlights, this guy right here, you turn this to automatic, push it forward, press that button right there, and you never need to worry about turning those lights on. If you hear that click, that means it's always going to be like that. You don't have to reset it, as opposed to this one. Every time you turn the car on and off, you have to reset this one. But again, that's an option that Toyota does for fuel economy and for emissions to keep that down. So that one's going to be there, where this one you might just want to leave on all the time. I'll jump inside, show you some more of the features. So in this guy, you're gonna have a lot of functions right from the front. First off, you notice the cruise control's back there. I set the cruise control, and then I can work your radar cruise right there, lane departure. So between these two pieces, it's not that hard to use the radar cruise control. You'll really like that feature. This is gonna do your multi-information center right there. It's gonna take care of all that. This side is going to be your voice command. I can press and hold this to mute everything. If I need to chat or something like that, I can turn the whole music system off right there, or just change through my modes. So Sirius satellite, Bluetooth, radio, the whole works. Make phone calls from there, change stations, change the song, and of course volume right there. I really like these steering wheels. Full leather wrap steering wheel, of course heated as well. And then the nice molded grip there. So in the back, you can get a nice grip back on there. We'll run through with the push button start and go through the center console here. Outside temperature right there, and then you can see the little flasher telling me that it is cold outside. I'll go down, gives me a little bit more information here. Current fuel economy, all the way through, range, and after reset, so how long it's been since I've started the car. Reset, some more information there. Eco indicator telling me how well I'm driving, which is a nice option. This is going to tell you your all-wheel drive control, where it's actually working. Sometimes it's fun to see how these electronic all-wheel drives work. Pop it through there. I go to my navigation system, and that's going to be my compass there for you. Let's see if I can get that in better shape there. That's my music, so if I turn my music on, you'll see the music there, and I can adjust accordingly with my little functions here. Turn that back off. And of course this guy, so if I go into drive, and I set my radar on, radar ready, and all I have to do is this. So I press, again, this button right here, and it will adjust that all the way through. So again, the faraways, you're about 8 car lengths back from that one, and then you can set how far you want it to sit from there. And then of course the lane departure, you can see it turn on or off there. And lane departure is going to see when the lines, it won't do it right away. It's got to pick up the lines and sense where you're at. But this does have the correction as well. So if you start wandering, it will turn the steering wheel automatically back to correct you. It's a weird little sensation when you first do it, but it's a nice option after you get used to it. I can set up a bunch of different informations right there. Blind spot monitors. I can go right there. You can see the blind spot monitors if I turn them off and turn them back on. They're on both sides. That's one of my favorite features that these things have. And of course, power mode, I can turn that on or off right there. Let's go back in. There's a couple more options at the bottom. Stop start. Again, that's that button. You can set that right there as well if you want to do it on the fly. Eco mode, so fuel economy, and then it's driver's information. So depending on how you want all that information set up, you can save it right there. So go through the inside of the Highlander. First off, a large panoramic roof in the limiteds. It's a nice option, especially for the people in the back. That's who really takes advantage of that. They can see the whole entire world on the trip. It's a nice piece about the Highlander. It's got an easy access here, so you don't have to worry about flipping that up and getting everybody all out of sorts. Lots of space in there. Definitely enough area to fit like a purse or whatnot. If you look down there, there is a USB port down there. And then the nice part is you can just reach in and grab small things rather than having to open up the whole works. Nice system. Heated air conditioned seats for both the passenger and driver. And then my sport shifter right there. So when I'm in gear, I can shift through gears, which is a nice option, so you can feel like you're driving a manual. And then these guys are definitely big enough to fit an Nalgene in there. Nice things that Toyota does is they put in stuff like this that you can remove and clean easily. So everything in there is super easy. So if you spill some coffee, it is a sealed unit back in there, so you don't have to worry about it seeping into things, but nice option. Underneath here, you're gonna have more USB ports. Flick those guys down. You have 3 of them in there. That one there is your hard port. So if you want to hard wire your phone right to the stereo, that's the one that's going to do it. These ones are just for charging. And of course, a 12 volt in there. You have your traction control system, turn it off. And then this guy is your snow button. It's allowing your traction control system to know that it's going to be slippery out there. Downhill active control. This is going to help your transmission, your gas pedal, your brakes, the whole work automatically keep you at a certain speed. Locking, it's not locking rear diff, but it's essentially telling your system that you're in some deep snow. This isn't for the highway or anything like that. This is where I want to be a little bit more cautious because I might get stuck. You can press these in, and it's like locking in the old hubs back in the day, but a nice little upgrade there for you. One of the things I like in the Highlander is this piece right here underneath there. So lots of storage, all soft touch. So you don't have to hear scraping of things back and forth. It's a soft touch piece in there. And then this little guy, I pop this thing out, and I can put my cord cable right here, connect it, stick it underneath, and then pop this back up and keep everything nice and clean. It's a really nice function. Cord comes out, keep your cell phone in there, and that will fit the biggest of the cell phones. And it's a great space. At nighttime, that is illuminated, so that whole piece is a nice, easy access even at night. You don't have to go searching for things. This does have triple climate control. So again, I've got my rear window and my mirrors heated right there. Your front heating. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so I'm not being drowned out. But if I hit sync, it'll automatically set everything that, so you can see the sync button, and I can control everything by this way. If I get rid of the sync button, I can have my passenger go that way. The rear is right there, and again, sync will put them all to this guy. And if not, I can control the rear here as well. So if I do with the rear button, I control it. If I take it off, they can control it back there. Nice option as well. The navigation system, this is a really nice system. First off, we've got the driver's easy speak set up right now. What that does is I press this button, and let's go in there. The volume's low, I'll turn it to high, and you can hear myself in the application. Let me talk back here. As I'm talking, you can hear me, so the passengers in the back can actually hear us talking while we're on the highway. It's a nice option if you've ever had passengers. It's like a mobile PA device, so that people in the back don't have to worry about not being part of the conversation. That is this speaker right there, picks that up. Nice feature, especially if you're toting passengers around all the time. They can be part of the conversation. Lots of setups. So again, nice thing is that home screen. If we don't want that speakeasy sitting there, I can put phone in there, easy speak, sorry. Hit OK, and I can adjust the way that looks. I'll go back to the settings, hit home screen, and adjust to whatever it is that I like to have on there. So easy to use. If I want to connect a phone, any button in this whole place that I press that needs the phone and is not hooked up, it's one button away to get to the phone. So I can jump in and add a phone super simply. All I need to do is go back into my settings on my phone and get that done. AM, FM, Bluetooth, the whole entire works. You'd have a backup camera. Now this is a super nice backup camera. It's the bird's eye lens. As you see that truck go by, this guy here is going to give me that full panoramic view. Now if I click back into park and then go back and press this button here again, I'll press that button and it's going to give me kind of a once around to see what's underneath my car or beside me. Super nice function. You can see the car parked beside me there. So if I'm in a tight spot or I'm in a place that I'm not sure what's around me, nice version right there. So again, the backup camera, go back to that guy. I can set it to just the basics so I can see a wide angle from bumper tip to bumper tip. I can see the whole entire works. I can change the lines to be a stagnant set of lines or just that. And this is the one that moves. So as I turn the steering wheel, you'll see where it goes. And then if I go back to the 3 with the bird's eye right there, same thing goes. As I back this up, you'll see that whole movement where that yellow line on the side is where my front tip is gonna hit. So you can see if I keep going, I'm gonna hit that car beside us. So again, super nice backup camera. If you've ever used one of these things, it is amazing how well you can back up with this guy. So again, nice option there. The navigation system, I'll go home, we'll click navigation system. This is a super easy system to use. Going back to these buttons right here, I can talk to it, or I can do it all manually. So if my passenger wants to do it, or I can do both. So I'll do both in this case. Find McDonald's.
Which POI would say go there or something like?
So I can call it, I can mark this as my favorite destination, or I can just hit go.
Starting guidance.
So this is going to be a few options. It's going to tell me I have 3 routes to get there, but with McDonald's in town, we only have the 1 route. So I'll click whichever one that I want at this point, hit go.
Please proceed to the highlighted route, then the route guidance will start.
One of the things that used to frustrate me with these things was once I see the golden arches is trying to get rid of the voice command, is trying to press the buttons while I'm parking into usually a mayhem parking lot. Now it's just this. 1 button, delete destination, hit go. Takes it out, super simple. And again, if I want to do manually, I can set things like point of interest or places that I want to avoid. Like I don't want to go to toll roads or freeways or those kinds of things. I can set that and the navigation system will listen to those options with such a nice feature. So again, really nice right there. CD player still in there. Awesome little car. Locking storage bin right there. And again, this upgraded stereo system in this thing, it is amazing. I think there's like 16 speakers in this guy. I like it because these vehicles are so quiet inside, you can keep the music really low and still hear it nice and crystal clear. Big wide angle backup camera, so you can see a lot back there. In this section here, you're gonna have that little spy on everybody right there, so it gives you a nice shot of everybody in the car. Pop that back up, and then of course you're gonna have your sunroof information or sunroof options, and then your cover, so I can cover this up. One of the nice things about having the full panoramic roof rather than a regular sunroof is it gives a lot more headroom. For myself, that panoramic room gives me those extra couple inches, which is perfect. Again, come on down, take a peek at it at Cochrane Toyota.